Whoa!
Whoa! Stay alive, man.
Look out. Hi, everybody. Grandpa Doss Farms. How are you?
What's up, everybody?
I'm being followed or stalked. What would you call that?
Stalked.
Yeah. This is Matt.
What's up?
Oh, hey, you didn't get
Not yet.
Oh my
Not yet.
goodness.
Not yet.
Okay.
Today is supposed to be the day.
Oh boy.
I know.
Oh boy. Does that mean after we video?
Yep.
After this is over, huh?
Yep.
So next time they see you, you're going to be a new, slimmer
go
you.
Spend 3 hours at the salon. Or
Awesome.
However you're supposed to say it.
Folks, we're in the woods today. This is where we're going to make the path to put in the new fence. I worked on it just a little bit yesterday. We wanted to work on it today for about 5 minutes. We're going to go feed the animals and do all that, but I thought, just change it up a little bit, kind of show you what we're up against. So, a lot of this over around here, these vines, see these great big vines, and so we're going to cut it right there. We're going to cut it up there too. They go way up and hang on those trees. There's no way I can't get that tractor wouldn't pull those down. Yeah, this is kind of a lot more tangled than that other was down there when I did this, but I had to cut down several little bitty trees already. And the fence may, well, not may, it won't go in a straight line. It's going to kind of go like this and then back a little bit. I'm not going to, make it perfect, but that's kind of, whatever the land gives me, I'm going to take for the most part. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Come on, baby. There we go. I don't know if I could cut this big old branch with this or not. I may have to get a saw.
A saw?
Might be too much for this little saw, because this is a hedge and it's dead. Yeah, that's well, it's going, isn't it?
Yeah, you might be able to take off its two things below it.
Well, hang on, it's going. Uh-oh. The wind's blowing the wrong direction. About there. I think we're going to get her.
So close.
Look at there. Sweet.
Nice.
DeWalt. Man.
All right. Oh,
look
watch out.
Look out.
Come on now.
Look out.
We don't want to have to take you to the hospital. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's not get that far. We won't let that happen. All right, let's see.
But
all I'm trying to do, let me show you down here.
Just clearing a path for the tractor.
Yeah, let me show everybody. This is the tree, the stump that someone saw right here, this tree that fell.
Yeah.
It's right here, Matt.
Yeah.
And they said to push this thing up, out right here is where we're going to line it up, straight that way.
Okay.
And that way. And this thing falls right in the way. I've already cut it. I've cut it here twice. So I'll bring the tractor in. I can probably push this one up.
Okay.
But I don't know about this big one. I may push it just back that way.
Yeah.
Or I'll
might
just
be able to pull it straight out.
Push it out of the way. I'm not real sure which way I want to go with that, but
well, I'll let you decide, and then
on the other side of this, everything is relatively done except get the tractor in here and just push. Well, that's how close we are, or how far away we are from having to be able to
depends on your philosophical bend.
Exactly. Yeah. Philosophical bend.
Yeah, that's the glass half empty thing, isn't it?
Well, then for me, it's for me, it's half empty. So anyhow, that's where we are. All right. So I just wanted to give everybody an update. So
cool.
All right, let's get out of here. Another thing too, real quick.
Yeah.
This way here, folks, is all of my you know what they are, raspberries and blackberries.
Oh, there you go.
And I don't want to tear all this up. That's why I'm going to try not to do a bunch of damage up and down here, because I have tons of raspberries and blackberries. Y'all remember that? I mean, they come in really well.
All right, where's your honeysuckle? I know how big you are on honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle, it's kind of all over. Oh. It's everywhere. So
yeah, I remember as a kid when you showed us honeysuckle, I was all about that. I was running around pulling those little things out and taking a little bit off the end.
Oh yeah, suck out the sweet stuff. Yeah, we've talked about that before on here. Yeah. Everybody's done that, especially old school. A lot of the young kids haven't.
I didn't eat your raspberries like you did, but
oh man, they're so good. They're purple too, not the red ones. All right, folks, let's
close up.
Sorry. All right, let's
whoa, whoa, stay alive, man.
Look out.
Well, that gives me confidence to go forward.
Yeah, come on, Matt, let's go. Run. Yeah, just watch where your feet are.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back and feed some critters. All right, we're back here getting ready to feed the animals now, and
Poultry Palace.
Yeah, Grandpa's Poultry Palace. I by the way, I got some really neat signage, and I got to get those hung up. I've also got some other things I got to hang up, folks. So I know who got them for us, and we're going to get them hung up. We haven't done it yet because it rained so much. Rain is always my excuse for everything.
Well,
why did you do this?
You don't like it when it rains. You're like
it rained.
You're like a sad dog by the window.
Well, yeah.
Go away, rain.
Yeah, good point.
Outside.
Good point. Now the chickens, folks, have already had their walk. I had them out earlier, and they're all out here. And Matt comes over, and I tell you what, you hear a hawk like 8 miles away, right?
They were done.
And I mean, they come screaming in here.
Literally
they know.
In.
Yeah. All but Mags and Delilah come screaming in to the pen. But they all went down by the dogs. The dogs come to the fence, did a little bit of, that kind of thing, and the chickens backed up. So it's working out really good.
It's working.
Yeah, working out great.
That is true.
So let's get in here and get some birds fed and see how everybody's doing. I really thought that they would just love the log I brought in, that they would just sit on it and
maybe they need some more time to get acclimate.
I guess either that or I was going to let bugs get underneath it, but
I think it's a good addition.
And move it back and forth.
I like it. If this was my fort, I'd want it there.
Yeah, well, they unfortunately they don't like it. I guess I don't know. Whatever. We'll see how they adapt, but we'll just leave it right there. So let me get the wormies. Hi, kids. How are you, girls? By the way, folks, those of you who said I need to wear a mask, clean up that chicken coop, you're absolutely right. I've got to get a mask. I don't have a mask right now.
You're right, and he's going to start listening next year.
No, listen, the more I think about it, and the more I know, because I took the straw out, I still get the dust from just like the lime I put down and different things. So I've really got to I've got to start wearing a mask.
Sweet.
Because just so you know, the diseases you can get starts with an H. Y'all can look it up. A lung thing, and it can be deadly if you let it go and let it go. It's kind of like having the flu. It's a respiratory issue. You can get over it without antibiotics and so forth. You can, but
definitely
if you're
sounds mask worthy.
Well, I looked. These stats are. I think if you're over 65, your chances of getting it are 6 in 100,000. If you're under 65, it's 3 in 100,000.
All right, so your chance is double.
But it's just not worth it. What's up, Mags? What's up, buddy?
What up, Big Bird?
Mags, you want to do the wormy dance with me? That would be something that everybody would just blow everybody's mind, huh? He just shook no. He just shook his head and said no. That's fine. I'll do it. You ladies ready? Come on.
You ladies
Here we go.
Ready.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Dun, 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 dun,
they still look at you like you're crazy. Whoa. Nice.
Nova, are you doing it with me?
Beautiful.
Ta-da. Yay. Good job. Oh, man. You got to have some fun.
You got to have some fun.
Man,
I agree.
girls, I tell you what, I'll throw some out here. Here's your wormies. Here we go.
Where's my fiance?
Cher thinks that there's some. Oh, she's way over there on the pallet.
Uh-oh.
She's over there. She's a little hurt. I don't know why. I talked to her today, and she said, I don't know about him.
Well, that's pretty typical.
I don't know. I do not know what's going on. Let me throw some over here. Here, wormies. Here we go.
I got a special thing to unveil in the next video that I do here. I can't say what it is yet, but some lovely people out there got Sis a gift. I'll say that. I'm looking forward to presenting it. Yeah,
that's going to be a hoot. That's going to be a cackle.
I sent you guys an Amazon thanks, but I wanted to give you a thanks in here, and I'll give you a shout out whenever I unveil that.
Here we go. Here we go, girl. Look at there.
First names though. I won't put your last names in there.
Here we go. Come here, girls. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Well, what'd you run off for?
Wait, you're getting hand fed to who's that?
That is
Blondie?
That's Goldie. Blondie's a little lighter. She's she's in there.
We need name tags.
Here we go.
Just write their name on them.
Yeah, really.
Just write on their
But let them all wear those dresses. Come on, honey. There you go. You do water, I'll do eggs. How's that? Okay. Let's see what we got. Now, I've already cleaned this out, folks. And here's the deal. Now, this is 2 days. But there's 8 eggs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 eggs in 2 days. Matt,
Yo.
what's 8 divided by 2?
12.
Good. So 8 divided by 2 is 12. No, kids. I got, let's say you've got 4 eggs a day. And let's say right now that's what I'm getting. Now, if you do the math, I got 4 eggs a day, which is not satisfactory. I'm hopefully bound to get more one of these days.
4 eggs a day?
But
It's 120 a month.
Well, here's the thing. You know, Grandma doesn't really eat that many eggs. I'm the only one eating them. Well, 4 days, that's, easy, look at here. 4 a day is, you know, that's 28 in a week.
Yeah.
That's over 2 dozen. If we get 4 a day, I'll end up giving them away just at that.
Yeah, you will.
And I really don't want to make a habit of giving, you know, 3 or 4 dozen eggs away every couple of weeks. So I may have to, who knows. I don't know what I'm going to do when I have that many eggs.
Fresh water.
You got water? All right. Girls, thank you for the eggs. I don't know who's laying them, all right? But thank you, appreciate it very much. Keep up the good work.
Sis, what are you doing?
By the way, everyone, they are eating the pellet food better than that Combox stuff overall. They're eating it better, these pellets. Sis thinks you've got.
I know, and she won't let me pet her unless I got the worm.
Unless you got the wormies.
So that's part of the deal.
Well, you'll have to go get
Her
some
love
wormies.
has to be purchased.
You want to feed her some? I don't care. It's up to you. Sis, you want
Sis, come here.
your boyfriend, your fiance to feed you some wormies?
There you go.
There we go. Oh boy.
Life is normal.
Yeah, I don't know.
How will she let me pet her? That's the question.
Uh,
She wasn't having it a second ago. Sis, you're crazy. You're a crazy bird, man. Ow! Sometimes they miss the worm. All right. Nope, no petting.
Just a touch.
No
Not
petting.
A pet, just a touch.
All right.
I think I'll leave that door. If you'll shut the feed door,
I'm going to keep working on you, sis. Watch out, guys.
I'm going to leave that door closed. Or this door, I beg your pardon. I will leave this door open. Come back out later. She's getting her little drink of water.
There she goes.
I'll tell you what, I like that they're getting out
Oh, dude, yeah.
and eating some stuff besides what's in here. I think that'll increase egg production. I also think it'll make them healthier birds, you know,
Yeah.
so we'll keep doing that. Hey, you want a whole one today? You want a special one? Come here, look. Looky there we go. Now this morning they were so muddy, Matt. They were super muddy, and look, they're already
It's just how they
almost fluffy white again. Yeah, his leg is better, folks. He's been running and playing on it, so I think he's actually, you know, whatever is getting better, whatever was wrong, you know, just bruised it or something. I don't know. He's doing much better.
Treat, buddy.
I'm going to be hot now.
It's warmer over here.
I know, but
That's how it always goes.
But I can't take the hat off now, folks, because my hair will be messed up. Now, you know how I am about my hair.
Oh,
Extremely
my
vain.
goodness.
Yeah, extremely vain. Goodness sakes, I'm terrible.
You're so vain.
I bet you think the song is about you, don't you? By the way, everyone, in the last video we had the little test of, you know, what was changed, and yes, some of you, even after watching the video, weren't quite sure. Maybe they
Well, it's kind of hard,
you know, but I mean, even though we explained it, but yeah. And what I did too, I had this swung this way, but my concern is that the dogs, if they come charging down here chasing something, they would smack into that. So I'm turning it this direction, east and west, and that way it'll make a smaller target. A lot of you brought other things up that I had forgotten about as to what went on there at that gate. Yeah, and I'll kind of leave that alone. That's a little bit of a sad story, but good memory. So, all right. Oh, look out.
You got some personal beef with that tree? I don't know why you're going to go cut them down out there. You could just let your goats knock them all down.
Oh man, you two are funny. I guess you're funny, P-Dub. Are you funny? Or are you just kind of
He's
funny?
definitely funny.
Are you comically funny or just like weird funny? Huh? You're good boys. Good boys. Hello, girls.
Patient piggies.
Got it.
It's okay, piggies.
Whoa.
Maybe it's not okay.
Oh, look out. Look out.
All right. Hey, you two.
By the way,
You're getting fed.
when I said last week that in the last video that the pigs could not have apple seeds because they're toxic, and some people put it in there, and I had read it and I just didn't say it, but the toxicity of it is it's cyanide. Oh. And they do have to have, someone did say, well, yeah, well, that's it, you know, pigs, dogs, whoever would eat apples, you know, stands for about any animal. It would take quite a few to do them any harm, but you know, it's not worth the chance. So yeah, it's apple seeds have cyanide in there. Isn't that something?
That's interesting.
Yep. Very interesting.
You're about to be happy piggies. Hang on. Musical bowl time. Oof, Lola, that's more drool than usual, dude.
Matt, when's your birthday?
What is it? A week from Friday?
Something like that.
Yeah, a week from
February
Friday.
16th.
February 16th.
All right.
Watch out.
Yep, look out.
It's going to be 25.
Yep, finally get to vote. Drive a car.
Case is going to teach me how to drive.
A young man, very young man, very young man. All right, here we go. Okay.
Piggy polka, here we go.
All right.
Do the dance, do the dance. There it is.
Uh-oh, she hit me with her nose.
Uh-oh.
Here go, Lola. Here, honey. Here go, bud.
It's turned into a dangerous activity.
Here we go.
Oh, Bella and Olivia don't, okay, there we go.
Somebody suggested that I cut a hole here and put the bowls in, you know, just boom, like that.
What do you think?
Well, the problem with that is I still want to come in and pet them while they were eating.
Sure.
And I know it would probably be safer. It's a better idea.
I mean,
but you know, when's the last time I took any good advice?
oh, Piggly Wigglies.
Yeah. Me taking good advice and doing something safe, like, you know, telling the sun not to rise. Somebody said too, and I'd have to look it up, there's a pig that has a woolly fur like Lola does. And Lola doesn't have it.
Lola's got like steel wool.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not all over her body. They were thinking she might be a mix of two different pigs, the American Guinea hog and a, yes, because of the furry, this hair on her back, which she does not have all over her. I don't know. I think they're pretty much pure American Guinea hog. Somebody said that the coonies, the same person said the coonies, yeah, could be like 400 pounds. No. Coonies, not coonies, not these, unless you're doing them for feed. I don't know, but can you imagine this little one here weighing 400 pounds? There's no way.
No.
That would be as completely unhealthy.
Yeah.
And that is not going to happen.
There's no way she's 4.
No. Ours don't weigh 400 pounds. They said that you could get them to 400 pounds.
What do they weigh?
Well, they're at 190 something and maybe 5 pounds heavier for Bella. So they're
both,
good. We're trying to get them both under 200, but Bella is a little bit bigger, so she could stand it. Be a little, she's a little bigger.
You little biggers.
But yeah, no matter how I feed them, whether, you know, put them through that or whatever, it's okay. It just makes it safer for whoever's going to feed them to come in and set it down. But we're going to feed some goats.
Love the piggies.
All right, boys, here we go. Come on, let's go.
No.
Come on.
That paw.
All right, hello, buddy. Well, I need to clean out your food trays. You know what? Yep, I do. Here, just a little bit more. There you go, boys. There you go. I forgot your licorice yesterday too. Shame on me. And just to let y'all know, goats each get a teaspoon each of goat mineral. I think it's Mana Pro. It's got all kinds of minerals in it, copper and all kinds of stuff. And then they get I just give them a little bit of ammonium chloride to help dissolve any stones they may have in their urinaries, in their bladder or whatever. You know, I don't think they have any, but that is a preventative, and it will help dissolve them if they do that, you know, if they have any. And then I give them a little licorice treats. They got minerals and good stuff in them too, but they just taste good. Yeah, they just taste good, don't they, buddy? Yeah, they do. But the best part of dinner is dessert. Let's see what we got. I know it. Oh, we're so excited. We're so excited. Here we go. There's one. There's two. There we go. All right, here we go. And wait a minute. Oh, you too. Now don't look. Don't do that. Don't show off in front of everybody.
Keeping the pups occupied here.
Guys got to behave. Look here. Yep. One for you, one for you.
Those are bigger.
Well, I know. The big ones came in a box.
Nice.
I didn't know they were that big if I bought the box.
That's way better.
Fox, you don't eat doggy treats. You're good.
No, he would.
I probably would. There you go.
He's all about it.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, Fox.
His ears have that same look as Kyle and Shannon's new goatlets.
Forward. Oh, you mean the
calico.
The calico part?
It's got that calico face.
Yeah. Because he's the brother of him.
Yeah.
So he's got his ears and his reddish, you know, they're...
Yeah, P-Dub is actually awfully unique looking, really.
Yeah, he's cool looking, yeah.
P-Dub looks like he lives in Antarctica and he's visiting.
Yeah, he's like the silver fox over there, you know.
Silver fox.
But this is, you got silver ears, Fox.
Yep.
You're fine, buddy. Their horns are actually bigger than you think. Those are big. They got big horns, you know, they're really long. And Fox has lost some weight, folks. I can see. You can tell. Everybody's going to go, wait a second. You think so? I think he's lost a little weight, man.
Yeah,
I really do. Puppies, have you lost weight? Nope. We're just gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight. I was telling Matt that I think what we have here is a Highland dog. Likes to eat cow food.
But look at all our static.
Static,
hair up.
Yeah.
Comes out of there.
Look at that. Go ahead and grab it. She's got it. Come on, girlfriend.
You remember whenever...
Are you sheepdog? She's a sheepdog.
You remember whenever mom's mom
Got stuff on your nose.
used to use that perm dryer?
Oh, yes. Thing? Yeah, grandma, your mom's.
And she'd come out of that thing and the hair would be poof.
Yeah.
That's Riley.
Y'all remember, some of them may still do it. You go to the hairdresser and they got to sit under those hair dryers.
I love those things. When Grandma took me, I would sit next to her and put one on my head. Yeah. Just let it, man. It just felt so good.
We'd go over there to their house.
Yep.
And she'd be all settled for the evening watching TV and sitting with that thing on her head.
Yep.
She couldn't hear a word you're saying.
No.
Just running.
I think that was her excuse to ignore us.
And her hair looked the same every time. It never looked
every time, man.
Never looked at different.
Always.
Yeah, I don't know.
Perfectly.
Yeah. What was going on there? Yeah, puppies are coming. All right. Come on, puppy. Well, look who showed up. Holy, do you know? Did you take off work early? What's that? What was that?
Can you hear me now?
Did you take off work early today?
My boss told me I could.
What's the deal?
Yeah.
Are you like trying to retire or something?
I am.
Wow. Heck of a deal. Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Appreciate it. By the way, Matt was making fun of your mom.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking
about... There we go.
I
Yeah.
gotta explain it. Riley was putting her head in the bucket down there, and she would come out and her hair would be all poofed up. It reminded me of whenever Grandma would dry her hair in that thing that she put down. And she'd get out of it and it'd be like poof.
Do you remember the time that she came to live with us temporarily and she put, what was it on her hair?
She put shaving cream.
In her
Accidentally
hair.
Instead of
shampoo.
Shampoo.
Shampoo. And
Yeah.
she came out and she went, my hair's really slick.
Yeah.
It's about to fall out. It's like,
Yeah.
that's how that shaving gel works.
It really wasn't funny, but that's when we kind of started figuring out something was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll let you guys know if you do that.
I remember when she moved in with us for a little bit too, and in that other house before this one, and she wanted to start a compost pile.
Yeah.
Well, she wanted to save every eggshell and every leftover piece of lettuce or whatever it was, and I knew we didn't really eat enough to make much of a compost pile. But I went out and she says, "You go out and you dig a hole." Okay. I did whatever my mother-in-law wanted. She was a great lady.
She was.
Wonderful person. And I went out and dug a hole. At the end of the day, she would have coffee ground, little trash bag. I mean, it didn't even have 2 cups of stuff in it. I'd walk her all the way down in the backyard, dump it in the hole. How much you got, Ralph? Oh, we're almost there. We can almost plant a garden. All right, so here's what I figure. And I told Grandma, I said, 2 videos a week, and that, the 3rd video you were in a lot of times, a lot. Now we're doing 2. And I don't think everybody's going to be happy with just seeing me and Matt and you one time doing rock and talk. So we're going to have to figure something out.
Well, I have an idea.
Yeah.
You guys could come to work with me and you could help and we could shoot videos from my office.
You know what? That's a great idea, but I've got a better one.
What?
You go down and shoot a video all by yourself. I will just do the camera work.
No, he won't.
No, he won't. We know better, don't we?
I won't say a word.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
right.
I
What
won't
I
say
normally
anything.
do is, hang on, I'm cutting it. What I normally do is,
Yeah.
hang on, you almost did that right. Hang on, you almost had that right.
We have enough computers over there that I can put you both to work.
Oh, hey, great. Put me on a computer.
As long as
Let me do some books for one of your clients.
as long as they
Just
don't mind
give
their
me-
taxes being
give me-
wrong.
Just give me 5 minutes, and I guarantee you'll fire me.
He could reconcile credit cards, couldn't he?
We'll get everybody in trouble with the IRS.
Hey, I'm sorry I brought it up. My point being that, if it's just my ugly mug and Matt's young
Ugly mug.
other mug.
Very hairy.
So anyhow, yeah, we got to get Grandma on here. And I'm sure everybody's going to back me up.
You are popular.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
You really
That's
are.
right.
Very popular.
Well, somebody asked the other day about more stories.
You guys want more stories? Oh, man.
I'm trying to think of a story.
What's the Jeopardy theme song?
Da, 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 da.
Story time's over.
Yeah, story time's over. Yeah, I don't know.
I will.
Yeah.
Jeopardy actually is its own story. I used to watch that with you, and I've never felt smart since I watched it. That show makes me feel so dumb.
Well,
You used to get some of the answers. I mean, you used to get a lot of them.
I got the $3 questions
You'd have been rich off those.
when they started going up.
Trafalgar Square, remember that?
I don't. You know what? You're
Trivial
good at-
Pursuit.
You both are good at Trivial Pursuit.
No, I am not. It was
You
him.
want Dad on your team.
We were all sitting there, just blank stares on our face, and out of the blue it goes Trafalgar Square, and we're going.
Man, that's been what,
And he goes, "That's right."
35
Oh,
years
it was
ago.
pathetic.
It
We
was-
were done. We never played that
I love
game again.
Trivial Pursuit, but nobody wants to play.
Well, that's
not
because we
anymore.
can't win.
Well,
And if it goes before 2000, I can't answer anything. Because I mean, I guess I remember most of the 90s.
well, now they have like 10 different kinds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much you can buy.
I thought the
Categories
Bible
on.
game was the best because the girls
Bible
did.
game?
The girls did really good on
Yeah,
that.
because I didn't know anything about the Bible, so
I just answered Jesus every time. I was like, surely this is going to be right.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
these questions.
we just say God.
That's how I made it through Sunday school.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. No.
know.
It's got to be the next one.
That we used to call on everybody in Sunday school except our own 3 boys.
No, I
Smart.
remember. I
That was
remember the
wise.
story about Sunday school that I could tell on you.
Don't.
He was
Go
so
ahead.
ornery that there was only one guy that really wanted him in his class, and he thought Matt was amazing. But up until Matt got to that age, he was in our class, regardless of what age we were teaching. And Matt would wait until we'd get into the crux of the, of the story of whatever we were teaching. He'd say, I have a question. And he said, how do we know there's a God? And, we'd
It's a
look at
great
one
question
another.
in church
Yeah.
at that age.
Yeah, but that was just, you knew.
Yeah, you knew.
You just wanted to be a distraction.
well,
you just wanted
didn't help a
attention.
whole lot.
You know what Dad's answer was? Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that was, yeah. Me teaching Sunday school, it's a wonder all the kids aren't in prison.
Listen, here's the deal. You guys are cutting yourself short on the credit, I know it, but you guys were the coolest Sunday school teachers. Everybody wanted to be in your class. Everybody was trying to skip the next grade to stay in your class, and so I just was lucky and spoiled because you were my parents, so I got to hang out in there for a long time. But you actually would do your homework. Mom,
No, we didn't.
Yeah, Mom, I felt like you already, you guys had like, okay, you both would read the lessons and teach it differently, but you both knew the material.
We had a plan going in that we were going to teach it together, but Dad would get carried away with you guys when you'd start laughing about something, and then it was all over. I had
We had
no
all-
attention.
Mom was the conventional Sunday school teacher. Now, class, read this scripture, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm thinking, well, let's put the scripture, let's read it, but then we're going to wing it on what it really means and how it applies to these 12, 13, 14-year-olds. And that's where I would kind of get a little off.
You got a lot off.
Huh?
You got a lot off.
A long way off.
I had
There's
a
real life
study
perspective.
application Bible that
Yeah.
told us how it applied to life.
Yeah,
And we
yeah.
had it all planned out, but when we get in
Wow.
there, it never went that
What
way.
a waste of money that was. I don't know who spent money on that thing, but
Mom, it was a gift
Oh.
to me, remember?
oh, I thought you meant the church gave it to us to use as a study.
No.
Oh, well, her mom got it. Well, it was the best gift ever.
It was the best gift ever. I still have
Hey,
it.
I got another story. This is going way out here, but I got a baseball story. I coached basketball, then I coached him in baseball, right? And the other two had already probably quit playing baseball by the time he got in there. So he was fast, he'd hit, and he could play the infield. So I put him at second base.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pretty important, right? So I'm looking out there one game, and it was really difficult to get him to focus.
I had ADD.
So what he was doing, he was kicking. The batter's up there, and I'm going, Matt, get ready. You remember this, kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
I got my version.
This one when I played with the Smiths. Keep going.
I don't know. So he's out there, and he's taking his toe, and he's making this line from second base, like that's all the further he can go. So I'm out there telling him, Matt, slide down, move down. And I'm just screaming. And the other coach.
Was this second grade?
The other coach who was helping me came over and put his arms around me. Ralph, it's okay. And I said, no, he's got to listen to me. So I continued to yell at Matt, and pretty soon Matt looks up at me, and he goes, what? In front of everybody. This big, what? Shrugs his shoulders, makes this big deal, totally trying to embarrass me, and he never moved. And then when he come toward the dugout, the other coach was literally keeping me from getting to him because I was...
Are we identifying the problem?
Yes, we are. It wasn't you. It was not
so
you.
frustrating trying to coach him because he was a great athlete. He did really good, but the attitude was like, and how old are you I can't remember.
I don't know.
What grade was
8,
it?
9, 10.
What grade was it that you didn't coach? And Kyle was, I think it was the last year he played baseball.
Yes, I didn't coach. Right.
And he was
Kyle
the lead batter. They've always put him as the lead batter.
Because he's fast.
He's fast, and he could get a hit. And he'd hit the ball and he'd run. Sometimes he'd make it to second
walk,
base,
but
He got nailed. I mean, nailed in the head. Had a helmet on, of course, but he got nailed. And after that, every time he'd step up to bat, he'd step out of the batter's box. He could not. He was scared to death he was going to get hit in the head. And Dad would flip out. And the guy that was coaching was so patient. And he'd say, it's okay, Kyle, buddy, just stay in there. And Dad would go, Kyle, don't you step out of that box.
Kyle never swung.
Man, I don't know why we quit sports.
Kyle,
I have no idea.
Kyle never swung the bat again. And every time the pitcher pitched, Kyle would jump back out of the batter's box. And no matter what I said, no matter what the coach said, it didn't matter.
But Gene was so patient with him. He never took him out of that lead spot.
I know. He was hoping he'd walk.
You would have had him on the bench. You wouldn't even have let him.
Listen, to be fair, I was the guy that threw the ball, the pitcher.
Yeah.
Was in my grade. And he was way ahead of everybody in maturity.
I remember.
And I quit that day. I don't know if you know this, but when I watched Kyle get hit, and I never played baseball again. I was like, that's live pitching? Because I was still using the pitching machine.
That's right.
Yeah,
and I thought,
that's right.
I immediately thought, well, if I'm relying on guys my age to throw the ball straight, I'm out.
And nobody could throw it over the plate.
No.
So everybody's getting hit.
Everybody's getting
Here's
hit.
another story on Kyle. They were playing football, which we told them, all of them, if you start football, you're going to finish that season. You don't have to play forever, but you at least have to finish the season. Kyle, well, this was not on you. This was on Kyle. But Kyle was third grade, and they decided to scrimmage fifth grade.
No, I think it was just the same third and fourth grade. I don't think, no, they wouldn't scrimmage fifth grade. No.
They scrimmaged some bigger guys, and Kyle was big for his age.
Yeah.
But Kyle could run, man. He could run.
He's fast.
Out of fear.
They were out there running, and some kid was going to tackle him or something, and Kyle was keeping up with the coach's kid. Remember, he was running with, I can't remember.
Say names.
Yeah, I don't know the guy's name anyway, but anyway, they were running. And so they decided, Kyle we're going to design some plays around Kyle because he's fast, But Kyle didn't want anything to do with having the ball because he knew if he had the ball, there was going to be people chasing him. So they were in a game, and they decided they were going to run this play with Kyle. And Kyle gets the ball. His best buddy was quarterback. So he throws the ball to Kyle. Kyle sees all these guys running after him, and Kyle turns around, and man, he shot as fast as he could and scored a touchdown.
I was at that game. I remember that.
Yeah, he scored a touchdown. And he turns around, and the coach says, now, how'd that feel, Kyle? He says, don't you want to just keep doing this and score a touchdown every time? And Kyle goes, I still want to quit. He just turned around and walked off.
Yeah, we didn't let him quit anything.
Yeah, we made him finish. But
the problem was, too, he was in practice, and he got hit in practice.
Yeah.
I mean, he really got hit hard, and Kyle is not that kind of, he didn't have that,
I mean, at that age,
you know,
Yeah.
he didn't have that
Yeah.
tenacity. He didn't want to hit other people, you know, like that. So he, you know, that's what happened. Now, Matt, on the other hand,
I played, but let me tell you, if you're small for your age, do not play football.
he played
Oh my goodness. They put me at safety.
free safety.
And I'm thinking, I'm your last ditch effort? Like, I'm your last guy?
It was so funny because they would come get through the line, right?
Yeah.
And all these people would just gang tackle this guy.
Yeah.
Here comes Matt from 40 feet away after the play's been blown dead.
I'm smart.
And Matt just goes and he jumps on the pile, right?
Yeah.
And we'd always, good job, Matt.
You want your
know?
name announced.
Yes.
But
that's
you want to
right.
make sure everybody's on the ground safe first.
Yeah. So Matt would come in every time
I knew what I was doing.
and jump on the pile and like he made the tackle. So needless to say, they only played football 1 year.
Ooh, I didn't. I regretted
And that's
that.
okay with me. That was good. You know, again, the boys had an opportunity. Chad did baseball, and
Track.
I remember Chad made the All-Stars,
Yeah.
and then didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to play,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and got really upset. And I think we let him go ahead, and you know that time there was no going back. I don't know what
Oh.
happened. So I don't remember exactly, but yeah, he didn't want to play, and so yeah. Anyway, they all had their there's some pretty good stories.
I made Coach Smith, I don't mind saying his last name, but so mad because
When you quit.
I qualified in track, but I knew I was going to get murdered at regionals. Like I knew. So they called us out of class to get on the bus, and I just thought, I'm good, and I just didn't go. I didn't. The next day, I walk into the locker room like nothing happened, and Coach Smith was so mad because the day before he gave a speech to everyone with me in there about me stepping up in a position I hadn't played and actually qualified, and he was like, and then I just didn't even show up, dude. I thought he was going to kill me. I can't even say all the things that I was,
Yeah.
he was really happy
Sorry.
about that.
I left work early.
So
No, the thing about Kyle, though, with the football one,
Mm-hmm.
I do remember asking him after the game, I was like, man, you were running super fast. And he told me, he said the reason why he was running so fast is because he had to pee. Kyle was bigger for his age, though,
Yeah.
you know.
But he sat on the bench after that every game. And
Yeah.
we went, I think they played 7, 8 games, whatever it was. We'd go every Saturday morning. And he would sit on the bench, but, you know, we didn't let him quit.
No.
You know, so
No.
that was his football
That's why we all have head trauma
career.
to this day. No, but hey, some respects for football players. The one thing I did learn playing was the helmets and the pads that these guys are wearing when they're out there on the field. You can't hear the way you think. You sound like you're in a tunnel. And I remember, like, you can barely move. Now, granted, I was young. These older, bigger dudes in the NFL they probably don't. I'm just saying, a lot more respect for football players because that's hard to move around in that stuff. It's okay to quit, guys, and just pay attention in class. That's what I did.
Yeah, there you go.
I did. I paid attention in school.
I don't.
You did.
I was ornery,
It's not
but
okay to quit under all circumstances.
if you get a mustache in 8th grade, it's okay to quit.
You mean if the guy opposite you has a mustache? and
Well,
you
when
don't?
you're 4'10" and you have a mustache like I had, then you just need to
Oh.
pay attention in class. You know, go play at the Y, something like that.
All right. Okay. All right. So there's a few more stories. I know there's more, but there's.
Oh, I could go on for days if we're going to talk about childhood sports. They're good people. Love you guys.
Love it. Thanks
for hanging
God
out.
bless you. Appreciate you.
Rock and love.
You have to
Rock
do
and roll.
your. You have to do your. Thing
You
to
do
the
it right.
music.
You do it right. You know it, don't you?
No. I like to match up the music to what you're doing. You guys.
But we
do.
don't know the second. We always get the second part wrong.
That's okay. I
I
still
don't,
match
we didn't
it
get the
up.
first part right, do we? Rock and love.
And then now you're about to get it wrong. Slap at the bass. Nailed it.
I can still match it up. It's still
Oh,
fun.
we're terrible at it.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.